Hi, I'm Norman, and I'm making a multiple part series about how anyone can get better at Call of Duty Warzone. This video is going to be on movement. So if you've ever wondered what Call of Duty is, how to move in it, how to get smoother, how to get better, this is the video for you. Alright, first things first, let's go over what is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a movement shooter, which means you have no penalization for using movement while shooting. If you're playing a game like CSGO or Valorant and you're moving while shooting, you're going to lose an insane amount of accuracy. This game doesn't account for that. So, use your movement to get yourself out of bad situations and put yourself into somewhat a favorable one. This video is a perfect example of that. When you see this guy right here coming up out of a zip line, you know you're dead. But if you can try and use your movement, you can sometimes get out of it. So, for example, right here, I need to get out of that situation as fast as possible. So I'm running and jumping off. I'm changing my hitbox as I'm going. Because you don't need to think about the game as, oh, that's one character, I'm a character, and he's firing bullets at me. No. He is a hitbox and I'm a hitbox, and he is firing smaller hitboxes at me to make it so that my hitbox goes into like a negative points range, right? That's kind of the way it's coded. So as you're running and jumping, you want to shift your hitbox so that it's harder to hit. So as I'm running and jumping, I've gotten out of that bad situation I was just in and made it favorable. Right here, I'm going prone to, again, switch up my hitbox as much as possible. You can see that the bullets are flying past me. I don't want to stay prone here because, again, hitboxes. My most vulnerable and easiest to hit hitbox is my head in this situation because it covers the most surface area of my body. So I need to start getting up. But I don't just want to start getting up because he's going to try and overshoot and go the direction I'm already going. So when I'm getting up, I want to go back the way I came to throw the guy off. And that gives me just enough time mixed with my aim to go through and kill him. So let's watch this one more time. I go up the ladder, run and jump, go prone, and then go back the way I came so his bullets can't hit me. You want to incorporate movement into every action you do. Be it you want to double jump left, be it you want to slide around a corner, be it you want to go prone, then get up and start jumping. Whatever it may be, you need to start incorporating movement into your play, and you'll die a lot less. Next thing I want to talk about is how to use your movement properly in team battles, aka quads. Let's put you into a scenario real quick. Let's say there are 4 enemies along a wall across an open field. You and your teammates have to push across and try and kill them. Let's try and look at the wrong thing to do real quick. Well, the wrong thing to do is, well, just push across the open field. You're going to get beamed, you're going to die, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So how do you change your scenario here? Well, first off, you can't change the scenario of your other teammates. This isn't an RTS. You can only change your character. You can only decide what you're going to do. So essentially, this is a 1v4 battle that only you can take. Your 3 teammates can do separate options, but they're not going to do the same thing as you. So what you want to do is trying to wrap around and get behind them. That should be your teammates' goal too, but you can only control your player. So you personally want to cut down as many ways to get hit as possible. Let's say that there's some sort of objection here, some sort of obstruction in your way to where 3 of these players can't hit you. So of course, you're going to want to try and rotate out and around and get behind them. You want to try and make it as even a fight as possible. So you want to make it so you don't have to fight the 4th guy, the 3rd guy, or the 2nd guy. You want to try and make it into a 1v1 if at all possible, and possibly even get behind them. So use your movement to get you into the most preferable fight possible. Weave in and out of buildings, go around walls, do a long rotate all the way out and around and try and get behind them. Whatever you do, try and use your movement to get into the best place possible to take a fight. Whenever you watch a really good streamer do this, it's amazing. They'll beam a whole team of 4 and kill them from behind. The way they're doing it is rotating, and you need to try and follow suit with that. It's the best way to use your movement effectively. Alright, let's get into the first question of the video, which is how should I think about movement in Call of Duty Warzone? When you're running around the map, it is not a point A to point B journey. The whole point of movement in this game is to collect information as you go. If you're sitting under a window crouched and you hear people moving around inside a room, Their movement is giving you information. While you're running across an open field and you see someone on one side of it, that is gathering information while you're moving around. So sure, set goals for yourself and go from one place to another, but it's the in-between which is important. Always be gathering information and always be doing something as you're going along. You can correlate this to the mindset in the last video of don't waste your time, because you always want to be gathering information. For another example of how sound is movement, going back to that for a second, when someone is getting airstriked, it is not just, oh, someone's getting airstriked over there. If you can find out where that airstrike is happening, that is a situational UAV. Because no one's just going to use an airstrike on a random building, right? You now know that there is quite possibly a threat there, and you want to try and go there or avoid it. To answer the second question in the video, which is how do you get better at movement? Well, just start doing it. With anything in life, be it baseball, soccer, anything you want to do, chess even, just start playing the game. Start doing it. Start incorporating it into your play. A great way to just have a little fun with it is at the beginning of games, with that 60-second time span, start jumping on objects. Find new ways into houses. Find if there's any sneaky little spot you can hide in or any way you can get through a second-story window that you didn't know of. Experiment. Start incorporating it into your play wherever you go. You'll get better with it over time. You just need to start doing it. Another thing you need to start doing is try and make your movement as smooth and as clean as possible. Do it as if you're in a racing game, because if you can have fast, clean, smooth lines running through a house, you're eventually going to go and use that movement in the middle of a fight, and it's going to be a lot better. So again, just start moving. Slide around corners. Try and double jump around a corner. Double jump around a corner and then go prone and then start jumping. Whatever you want to do, just start incorporating it into your play as much as possible. Another little mindset I have with movement is don't wait around. People seem to think that once they're done looting something, that some magical little fairy might appear or something. Once you've looted a body, move on and go on to your next objective. So many people wait to see if something happens. Don't wait and see if someone's coming, right? If you're looking to run across an open field, you have to view it as if either someone's watching this field right now or someone will be watching this field in 30 seconds. I don't care. I don't want to wait to find out because eventually I'm going to have to cross this field. So don't waste your time and just go and do it. Sure, information gather, see if there's any shots, see if there's any sniper glints, but eventually you're going to have to cross that field. And I'd rather not wait around to see if someone's, going to fall up behind me, run around. So always have the mindset of never stop moving and don't wait around to see if someone's there. Because either they are or they aren't. Movement in this game doesn't just pertain to walking around. There's also cars, like the Big Bertha, the buggy, the Jeep, whatever you want to use. They don't seem to ever work properly. When you're going over a cliff, don't slow down at all or pull off the gas or try and go backwards. It'll send you straight down into a nosedive and it will blow up your car. The most useful thing you can do in solos, for example, with a car is something I like to call car popping, which is where you line up the center of your screen over where your target is and jump out of the car and immediately look down sights and start beaming them. This is an extremely effective way because instead of popping you outside of the car, for example, off to the side of it, you pop out of the car behind where you were originally supposed to be. So it throws them off even more, especially if you have your AR preloaded and ready to go instead of having a sniper out, for example, makes it so much easier to just jump out of the car, beam them down, loot them, and keep going. Be careful where you car pop, because a lot of times you might be out in the open, catching people in between settlements or areas, and snipers love to kill you when you're in between settlements and areas. So be careful of that. Alright, now that's about all the tips I have on movement for this video. I hope you all liked the video. I hope you all come hang out with me on Twitch. I'm live every day, twice a day, a morning stream and a night stream. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to drop a like, and tell me if there's any questions you have down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.